Hey, what's going up?
Hey guys,
What's
I'm
going
Fossil.
Hey,
I'm
Hey.
from Australia.
hello, Fossil.
this is Fossil. I'll give you guys a quick rundown, just a brief explanation of what's happening in the lore of what's going on, or the story, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So the Australians got the intel on these radio direction finding sites that the Soviets are helping the the NVA set up. And so that's where the joint mission's coming from. So it's going to be, we're going to be running our own shit independently, and XDF the same, but going towards the same goals. And then eventually, once we find these things and come like do a detailed reconnaissance of them and come up with a good plan, we'll try and do a joint operate on them. So,
Cool.
so Fossil is the overall commander of the operation, and so he actually it's like 5 a.m. in Australia, but he wanted to show up and give us a briefing. So make sure you pay
Yay.
attention and listen to him, and it should be pretty good.
Thanks, dude. Tell us when it's ready to go.
You're good,
When
dude.
we're right to go. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, guys. As dude said, my name's Fossil. I'm the Australian Operations Officer. I'm from Headquarters Australian Forces Vietnam and Saigon, but I've been attached to SOG for this operation. And although dude says I'm the commander, that's not true. I'm just the operations officer. I'm just the staff officer who writes up the maps and sends in the reports. I work for the boss in Saigon. As dude said, this is a joint operation. Our intelligence has determined that recent events has been caused by the Soviets providing assistance to the North Vietnamese. It's a bit more difficult on these maps. I'm just looking for the map, but basically this operation is going to occur simulating the area of the tri-border area in Laos, about 15 kilometers across the border, near the Laos, Cambodian, South Vietnamese border. Okay, so we're going into Laos for this operation. The intelligence we have is particularly sensitive, and this is a very strategically important mission, which is why it's a joint mission with Australia. Basically, what we need to do is locate a number of, probably up to four or five Russian-built, Russian-operated and supported direction finding bases. These bases will probably consist of a number of radio antenna and a communications looking building that will be located generally on high ground, but probably not the highest points of ground in the area. More to follow, over. Any questions? I'm not on the radio, it just seems like it. What we've done is we've divided the area up into two different areas of operation. And if you have a look at the map, the right-hand map on the wall, if you can see it closely, you'll see that there's the border runs along the eastern edge of the map, running north to south. And we are located down to the southeastern edge, right up on the border. The border is literally across the road. If you go further north, you'll see that there's a forward base where we're operating our own aircraft. But everything to the west of that is Laos. If you see that there is a road that runs from the northeast to the southwest, that is part of the Ho Chi Minh Trail. And if you look about 2/3 of the way down that road, just to the left of where you can see the red oval, there is another road that runs almost due north-south. That is the main Ho Chi Minh Trail. So the enemy have got a lot of activity moving and protecting those two road areas. What we can expect to find, but not in your AO, are enemy squad strength protecting vital areas or choke points such as bridges or areas defiles. We can also expect where you can see the red arrows, that is suspected but not yet located anti-aircraft sites, probably equipped with a ZPU 23-2 or 23-4. Those are trailer-mounted 23mm automatic cannon, but they're operating in anti-air mode, not looking for you, but you need to be aware that they are there. Any questions so far?
Nope.
Okay, we talk about friendly forces. As I said, the friendly forces is divided into two areas of operation. That first road I spoke about that runs from our air base in the north to the southwest is the tactical boundary between the Australian force, which is one troop, one squadron of the Special Air Service Regiment, and yourself, RT Blackfoot. So you have the area to the southeast. The Australians will be operating in the area to the northwest. If you have a look, you will see in the southeast corner there is a blue roughly circle that surrounds that red oval. That is your area of, that is your patrol area of operations. Patrol AO Ennis. That is the area that you are authorized to operate in for this mission. If you look within that, you'll see the red oval. That is where we suspect the DF station is located. Our intelligence hasn't been able to positively identify its exact location. It can only locate it to that general area, but that's a steer to get you into the right area. There won't be a huge AO to reconnoiter, but that is what is required. In the broader operation is broken in, it's going to be broken into 3 phases for the campaign. The first phase is to locate each of these 4 or 5 direction finding sites. So the first thing is to locate them. The second phase of the operation is to do detailed close reconnaissance to enable us to go to the third phase, which is to both assault and take out the site, but most importantly, and this is the sensitive, we are to take the Russian advisors or the Soviet advisors prisoner. The whole aim of this is not just to kill the operators.
So if you see a white guy, don't shoot him in the face.
Correct.
We've been
Right.
Just to put it bluntly. This is the whole point of why we're coming here. Don't shoot the fucking white guy.
If I don't capture these men, I don't go back to Australia. Okay. So killing is not.
So
the
don't
game.
shoot the white guy.
So
Now,
your
are
mission,
these advisors?
your mission
Is it known if they're traveling?
Oh, hold on.
Sorry, no, go ahead, Fossil. Sorry.
Oh, he cut out.
Go ahead, Fossil. I'm sorry.
He like,
Can't hear you.
yeah.
Hey, Fossil, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Yeah, he dropped down a channel on TeamSpeak. Somebody probably had to drag him up again.
patrol.
ArmA might have disconnected him. Is his
Fossil.
mouse still moving in the game?
Fossil?
Yep.
Oh, you for some reason you got pushed to another channel. We didn't hear. We heard the mission, and then that was it.
Okay, I only repeated it. But the important thing I'll say, I'm being a bit formal, but the important thing I'll say is this part of this mission is to locate unidentified. We do not require you to do a detailed reconnaissance of the layout. Okay. Once we've located them, we won't necessarily do it in sequential order. Once we're located it, then we'll conduct the close reconnaissance. It is critical that you do not get compromised on this mission. It is critical you do not get compromised. Support, you'll have UEs to get you in and out, and we'll have at later stages, we'll have air and auxiliary forces to help us in the later phases of the operation. Anyway, I hope that's clear. Happy to take any questions.
Yeah, so I understand our mission is to capture, the end game is to, capture these Russian advisors and not to engage them. Do we have any intel? Are they traveling with any kind of security, Russian security element?
We do not believe so. We believe they're actually operating in two-man pairs and will just have their own, probably literally their own hand guns. But they will be supported. Sorry, that's Russians, but yes, they will be protected by North Vietnamese troops. Good point. We expect that each of these locations will have about squad strength as local protection. That answer the question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, if no more questions, I'll hand back to Dude. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fossil.
Yes.
Thanks, Fossil. All right, let me see. Ooh. All right, Mike, you up, dog?
All right, guys, if you want to pull up your maps, we'll take a look at what we're going to do today. All right, as you can see, we're going to start off down here in the southeast at the Dak Nang launch site. We will be ferried in our battle bus by Proximo, and it looks like he's laid out the flight plan, so we're going to be heading south, southwest, down around this hill 560, and then we'll come up here into LZ Granite. Now here at LZ Granite, it's we're going to be landing on a rock face, guys. So just be mindful of where you're getting off and where you're running off to. Ideally, we're going to want to move off west. Stevie's going to be up in the lead. If you can see down there at the bottom, AJ's already marked out the marching element, or the marching order. So Stevie, you're up front. The pace today, guys, is going to be set at 70%, 70, so 70%, all right? So just look for the paces. Obviously, if we hit a danger area and we got to cross faster, look for the pace changes, all right? Pay attention to the guys in front of you. Now, with that being said, we're a pretty long element today. I think we've got, what, 10, 11 guys?
Yeah.
So
12 even.
Okay. I want you guys to keep the interval between y'all really tight, right? It's already going to be long enough, so let's minimize the footprint, okay? So stay right on top of the guy in front of you.
Everybody remember how to control their speed. Control mouse wheel. Cool.
Make sure once we hit the LZ, you turn your voices down. And that's all the way down. Make sure you pass the hand signals coming down. And we should be okay. Again, this is going to be a nice, easy walk in the jungle. We're coming in late afternoon, so we're going to be racing daylight. Ideally, we're going to be moving west. We'll check out Hill 560, and then we'll try to get into our run. Now, I've already told Stevie, but I'll let you guys know, depending on the situation with how much daylight we have, we may push further and run up here at the base of the target hill up here by what was it called, AO Ennis. So if we can run here at the base of the hill, that's fine. This is a pretty steep hill. There's going to be a pretty quick elevation change going up. I think it's like 350 feet or meters plus. So it's going to be a little bit of a hump. Make sure you've got enough food and water for 4 days. It's going to be a long, long operation. So over the course of the next few weeks, as we conduct this operation, from the Ron Next week, we'll be going up towards Ron 2, skirting around the crest just to get an idea of what's up and around here at the top and on these hilltops. We'll hit Ron 2, and then same thing, except we'll cut back inwards. We'll try to get a listen or a look-see at what's here at this Mountain Man Rock Formation, this hill here, and then back out around up towards pickup zone bedrock up here. But those are for the follow-on weeks. Again, important thing is to remain undetected. Yeah. Any questions?
Nope, sounds good.
Igor is not on the order of march that AJ has on the map.
And Johnny just joined.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I think Igor is behind me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Igor should be behind Dude.
I have Stevie, Mac, Dude, Igor, Zoinks, Power, AJ, Urban, Mike, Bird, Jimbo.
Where do you want cross at?
Yeah, so Igor should be behind Dude.
I got you. Where do you want cross at?
Let's stick him with you back there in the rear element. Where do you want him, AJ?
I don't really know what he's got yet. Let's stick him between Zoinks and Power.
Probably gonna have an M60. That'd be my guess.
And we'll switch that off for an RPD.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
On the list on the right side, it says 12 times demo blocks. Follow that?
No. Let's see here. I've got.
I mean, if we want to bring a couple just to spike anything we see if the chance comes, but even then, we don't really want to let them know we're here. So
yeah, again.
All right, no demo.
Name of the op is Recon. Stay undetected. We can hide a 12-man element in the bush for however many weeks we got to do this. Let's do it.
Yep.
All right, Dude, you want to go over actions
on? Is it my turn? Okay, so we'll go over actions on. I'm the 1-1. Actions on contact, front or rear. We'll assault through or break contact, depending on. We'll let Micah make the call. With such a large element, the actions on a front or especially a front or near contact, the team that's the nearest should form a baseline or a line and return fire. The second team shouldn't come online so quickly. Mike should be able to go up, make an assessment, and see if he wants that second team to make a flanking maneuver, or if he wants them to come up online if we need more firepower at the point of contact. So that's going to be, since we're such a large element, that's a better SOP for that. For if we make contact on our flanks, we will peel in the desired direction. That'll come from the 1-0 if we peel by teams or if we peel by individual. But remember the keys on peeling: don't make big bounds. You're pretty much we're keeping the line formation, the integrity of the line formation, and just moving one at a time up that. So don't make large bounds. If you're not behind a tree or in cover, that's okay. The most important thing is that we have rounds going out, as many rounds going out as possible. Longer sills halt. So also, since we're such a large element, what we should do on these long halts and sills halts is Stevie's the point man. So Mike, you get the call for a long halt. Stevie would go up and he would form the 12 o'clock position. And then the rest of the guys that are behind my guys or whatever, who would be Stevie, Mac. So Stevie's at the 12 position. Mac, we want to pretty much, I'll just draw it on the map.
Yeah, I'll do it right above him. Yeah, nice. It's following you along.
We want like a cigar like that, right? So one team on one side, the other team on the other, keeping it as tight as we can and making sure we stay in concealment. I mean, this can be as tight as we want, but we don't want to necessarily make the big circle. We can just make this cigar shape and it'll be just as effective, and it'll be a little easier getting in and out of. Short halt procedures. Stop in place. So if you get the halt, the hand up, this guy. Whoop. stop. We'll halt in place. After 20 seconds, you find a covered position and take a knee behind it. And then if it's longer than 60 seconds, you go prone. One important thing to mention on that is that, when we go into short halt procedures, we want a herringbone. Okay. And so we want, we don't want two guys looking the same direction that are next to each other. It should be alternating. For actions on the RON, it'll be the same procedure as a long halt. The only difference is two guys will go out at a time and set up their early warning systems, their claymores, that type of stuff. Actions on the LZ, move around the nose of the Huey or the King Bee. I think we're taking King Bees today. Move around the nose of the helicopter, and it looks like since we're moving off, we're going to be off the LZ, maybe moving north, I guess.
West.
Sorry,
Well,
west.
Yeah, west off that.
All right, yeah,
If
west
possible,
off
west.
there. Okay. We'll have to see how open that is.
I was about to say we could even just slip down here.
Yeah, that's still pretty. Well, we'll see.
It's very steep here. Look at that.
Yeah.
This
The
is
fucking
dangerous.
cliffside right
a
here.
cliff. This is definitely a cliff.
This is a cliff here. So my idea was landing and rally here, and then
We need to
going
move
in.
west off of that.
Hey, pilots.
Yeah.
Insert crew. If you can get us closer to this tree line to the west, then do it.
My boy,
And I can
let's go.
guide you in on that too.
Yeah.
coming
And
in.
since we're in
Depending
a,
on
since
tree
we're in
Cover
a
on the
Legend-
ledge.
This
go
is a
ahead.
pretty steep thing if he tries to land.
yeah, that's right.
You can hover.
It's the best place is
My
going to be to land off
thinking
that
is
face of the
touching
rock.
down with a single wheel, and you guys dismount depending on tree
We're
cover.
badass.
Ooh.
Absolute
It's big
badass.
enough.
All right. So, but actions on the LZ, go around the nose of the bird. Don't go around the tail, and get into the tree line. You'll
Does
see the
everybody
other
know how to
guys running
eject?
that way. If it's full of fucking elephant grass like last time, just push through it and rally in the tree line. Don't wait in the elephant grass. It's fucking hard as fuck to find each other. What's the last one? Actions on a casualty. Self-heal if you can. If you're incapacitated, the soothing voice of Stevie will soon be with you. I mean, the rest of us would be there, but it's not going to be as
Yeah,
soothing
we're like
as if
shitty
Stevie's
backup
there.
vocals.
If
Stevie's
I'm
like a
there, I'm
solid
going to be
BG.
like, you're going to die, bitch.
Stevie's gonna be singing "Staying Alive" to you the entire fucking time.
Do you mind if I take your radio?
Grab his wallet.
Okay, the other thing, trail designations and how we cross them. So actions on a linear danger area. A foot trail, so just a single man can walk across it, as a hasty crossing, which means we scroll the road, which is just a bump, So if Stevie comes up to it, come on in, cross.
Yeah, what the fuck? Fucking weirdo.
Just standing there like a fucking psychopath. Anyway, so if Stevie comes up to the danger area, he'd give us the hand signal, boom, and then he would aim down one way, and then Mac's the second man, so Mac would come up and relieve Stevie, look in that direction. Stevie would cross the trail, look that way, the opposite way. Mac would, and then we would just continually bump across the trail that way. All right.
So we're not leapfrogging, you're bumping to his position, essentially.
And so that's
taking
called
the one the Perot guy had.
that's called scroll in the road. And the reason they say that is because in the Ranger Regiment, you would always, just for their SOP, they would show their scroll to the road.
Ranger.
So that was their SOP for which direction to look. And so they would come, make sure they showed their fucking scroll to the road, and that's how they do it. All right. So high-speed trail, which is 2-minute abreast, also hasty crossing. Road, which is just a single vehicle size, also hasty crossing. A highway, which is 2 vehicles abreast, we will use a deliberate crossing. So just for that, it's pretty much Stevie and Mac as we come up to the danger area. Stevie would halt the patrol, call up Mike, call up the 1-0, or me, depending on how we want to set it up. Look at it, make sure that we're at a place that we want to cross this major obstacle, and then so what would happen is the first 2 guys, which would be Stevie and Mac. Stevie and Mac would go up, and they would set up near side security, so they wouldn't cross the trail, but they'd set up looking down both directions. The next two guys, which would be who is it? Me and Miller.
Igor.
Me and Igor. We would cross first, and we would set up far side security, and then Mike would start sending guys across. So Mike was going to be right there at that near side security site, and he's just going to be pushing people across. And so, the general rule of thumb on all this stuff is wait till the man's halfway across the obstacle before you go. All right, and so then Miller would be the first to cross. Miller's going to push, depending on how heavy the vegetation is, 10 to 30 meters into the tree line or off the obstacle, and there he's going to set what's called the far side rally, and so everyone crosses, links up at that far side rally in a long halt procedure, and as everyone gets across, the last man going across, Mike breaks down the near side security element. They cross. They go through the far side security element. Mike fucking is the last guy to cross. As he's coming across, he breaks down the far side security element, and we all get together at the rally. Yeah. Everyone good?
Yep.
All good.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. All right, AJ, I'll give it to you for signal, and then we're ready.
All right. So we're gonna keep it nice and short here, guys. So I think we're gonna have one prick total on the ground. So in the event that I get shot in the face, it'll probably go to Dude and then Mike. The radio channels, though, Proxno and Shrimp, you guys, I need to know these. The primary channel is 420, so 42.0, and then the backup UHF is 60.0. For positive ID, so if you guys see these Russian fuckers, the code name is Wombat. It's Wombat. Our running password, so to make sure we don't fucking shoot each other if you get lost, if you just need a challenge word, it's Thundercock. So if you hear dudes fucking screaming Thundercock, repeat Thundercock back to them or friendly, give them something, because there's a few of us, I mean, we're looking pretty damn similar. The call signs for tonight, the 10 is going to be Vandal, the 11, it's Cruiser, and the 12, which is myself, will be Po Boy. Covey will be Pappy, but I don't know if we even have a Covey on station right now. It might be an AI. The transport, it'll be Ghost Rider, probably 1 and 2. So Ghost Rider 1, Ghost Rider 2. Our pyro, so I don't know how many of you guys are carrying smoke. Over to the right there, you can see it. White's for concealment, and that's the only thing that the AI will pick up for concealment. So if you start chucking fucking red, purple, any other color, you're going to look like an asshole. The AI is just going to shoot right through it. So just use your white for concealment, yellow's for friendly. So if you get lost, pop a yellow smoke. Red's enemy, and then green, orange, or violet will just kind of dictate as necessary for attack air. This
What do we have
whistles
for
you
air?
got. I'm sorry.
Sky Raiders.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we got 2.
No, any zoomies?
Not yet. I mean,
Fuck,
if we go Prairie Fire.
If we go Prairie Fire, we'll have zoomies. Noted. What's the shice? Rudy's stressing out about it too. What's the how long do you gonna take to get on station? Words.
5 to 10 minutes
5 to 10 minutes. Noted. Okay.
to get it from getting them out and realizing we need them to actually them dropping their ordnance. I'd say 5 to 10 minutes to get the first.
Okay.
Set
So I'll say 15 minutes. Worst case Ontario. Got you. So yeah, you guys are also going to be hearing some different clicks and whistles. This is mainly for the command staff and the point man to kind of communicate what the fuck we're doing while we're moving off. So if you hear like a mouth click, it sounds like this. That's just getting people's attention. If you want to mind that back trail, it's often like a quick signal. It's that little whistle. And then you got this one as well. And if we ever hear enemy, or if you hear anything that sounds fucking Vietnamese or something shady, it's a magazine tap. That's F4. So if you hear that, just fucking mimic it down.
Keep in mind that, just to interject here, AJ,
Yeah,
the magazine tap, it doesn't mean stop, lay down.
There
It just
you go.
means somebody hears
Thank
something,
you.
okay? So don't stop walking, just keep going.
You'd be surprised, especially, I don't think this jungle's too bad, but if you do a simple quick turn, fucking Rudy's flipping out. Sorry, boys. if you do a quick turn, you could actually lose the dude in front or in back of you. So we need to keep nice and tight here, especially with this fucking long stack, because we even had a separation at C2 on the last stint or a ceasefire. I mean, it took a solid 20 seconds for that fucker to get like down the line. So, oh yeah, and the gym whistles, you guys.
Oh,
that gym whistle's gonna be a.
Did you just blow
usually
it?
for like? Yeah, go for it, dude.
Oh no, I thought you did. Okay, sorry.
Oh no. All right, prepare for loud noises. Go ahead, dude.
Oh no, we have it worked out. The first whistle means we got to go. We need to get to the nearest defendable position. So like, if there's some elevation near us, we need to get up there and try and get a perimeter going.
I was just gonna let you blow it so we don't have 1,000 of them going at once.
Okay, I'll blow it. So that one means find the nearest defendable position.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear that one, it means throw frags to your front. Usually we'll yell a direction too because we're getting pushed from an area. So we'll blow that whistle and say, hey, throw frags east. Hey, and one just small little note. We have some new guys here. For us, a grenade comes in, what you throw goes out, right? And so if something comes into our position, it's a grenade. Doesn't matter if they threw a smoke or a fucking rock. We're calling it a grenade because we got to take that security. What we throw is we call what we throw out. So I'm smoke out, frag out, Willie Pete out. Okay?
Gotcha.
You don't have to give us the fucking nomenclature. I don't need to hear you throwing V40s. I don't give a fuck. It's a fragmentation grenade. Okay, the third whistle is... And that one is our breakout or break contact in a specific direction, and the 1-0 will yell that out. And so he'll blow that whistle, and then he'll yell west, and then that means we're fucking getting the hell out of there and going west. You'll hear, when you hear that whistle, it means we need to move, because normally the grenades are flying on us. And the last one is this. And all that one is it means we're at the pickup zone. So conduct our pickup zone procedures. So with the team this large, we'll need 2 birds usually. So we'll have it separated. Like usually whoever is the 1-1s with to go on the first bird, and the 1-2s or the 1-0s with to go on the last bird. All right, cool.
Feet west of the hills.
LZ 30 seconds, voices down.
Voices down.
At the ledge.
Yep, that ledge.
Oh yeah, it's not too far.
Yeah, that's the one.
I love Vietnam. So a helicopter to our 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's looking good. Alright, good luck, lads.
Thanks.
Let's take a look. There's a lookout.
Let's go. I think we should go.
Yeah, let's go while we can.
both Ghost Riders. Hey, they're both at Outpost Link.
Make sure everybody drink water, eat food if you need it.
at that now. I'm weighing the options to try and get across this small valley, see if we can get to the base of the hill and stuff as well.
I think, yeah, we definitely have time to do that.
Then again, this is a really good run spot right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just set the run here. I don't know how you want to do it. If you want to drop a box, and then next week we'll start a morning hike up that mountain.
Yeah, sounds good. We can try and cross that valley at dawn before it gets too light.
Yeah.
Do you want me to